The first is File, second, Draw, third, Cutting, fourth, Simulate, fifth, Post NC codes. Tool number 1, we select Rough Cutting tool. Tool number 2, we select Finish Cutting tool. It will show the options with graphics, including rough cutting, pattern, finish cutting. In the simulation, you can check if the settings are correct. The NC codes can be posted easily by following above steps. Hi, today I would like to introduce a new software which is called FrankCAM. About our FrankCAM, we all know that the purpose of development is to be simple. In the past, there were many CADCAM software on the market. It's too complicated for on-site operators, so it may take a long time to learn how to use it. What we do is adopting an intuitive approach. It's almost like you don't need to learn it. Are you ready to see the most simplified CADCAM software ever? Let's take a look at FrankCAM's interface. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the upper right corner. That's all. Complete these 5 steps, the NC codes is posted. The first is File, second, Draw, third, Cutting, fourth, Simulate, fifth, Post NC codes. There is only one button to press on the screen. Very easy. Let's take a look at File. When you press the File buttons, this window will appear on the screen, which is about the raw material setting. Let's open the file. As soon as you open the file, the corner buttons on the screen will be activated. These buttons were originally gray and invalid. Now they are valid and you can press them to do the settings. The second step is Draw. When you press the Draw buttons, dots, lines, and circles will appear. The third is Cutting. When you press the cutting buttons, you have to do the settings of the cutting process. As you can see, they are drilling, rough cutting, internal rough cutting, and internal finish cutting. The fourth step is Simulate. It will simulate according to your settings. In the simulation, you can check if the settings are correct. The fifth step is Post NC codes. The NC codes can be posted easily by following above steps. Now, if you want to change the settings, you can go back to the cutting part. For the cutting process, current setting is external rough cutting. How to set the external rough cutting? First, let's clear the original setting of the process. We use the eraser to delete it. It will be empty like this. Now I do the settings again. First part, I select the tool. Second, double-click the square to do the process setting. It will show the options with graphics, including rough cutting, pattern, finish cutting, groove, straight, thread, drill, tap, cut material. With the graphics, it is very simple for you to choose the method and the direction. I choose rough cutting, external right to left. After you choose the method, press OK to confirm. Third, select the contour begin position. and select the direction. It will show two directions. One is in blue and one is in red. Blue one is the default direction. You just need to click once to confirm. When the contour changes up and down, a message pops up to ask you which way you are going. If you want to skip the groove, you click the line here. It will connect the contour directly and keep selecting the contour according to your pictures automatically. You can adjust your endpoint a little bit backward and press OK to confirm. A message pops up that Z of this cycle is too small. Do you want it to be adjusted automatically? You click OK to confirm. Then the settings is done. You can simulate it again. Let's try to draw a picture of yourself now. How do you draw it? First, create a new file and set the raw materials settings. The frame is the scope of the material. Second, draw pictures. We usually draw pictures using dots, lines, and circles. Let's use lines to draw. We choose lines, 2 points lines. For example, the starting point is 0. After you key in the coordinate of first point, press Enter to continue input the coordinate of next point. Enter. And we choose non-axis line. This is how picture is drawn. Sometimes we need to do a corner. So let's click the Cut and Break Corner button and press Corner and Chamfer button. For example, I will do the chamfer 3 mm and I select the point. Click OK. And I also want to do the corner 2 mm and I select 2 points here and there. Click OK to confirm. So it's done. Third, cutting settings. For example, we want to do the process 1 is rough cutting, process 2 is finish cutting. So now we need to select the tools first. Tool number 1, we select rough cutting tool. Tool number 2, we select finish cutting tool. Press OK. And we drag the rough cutting tools to process 1 and double click the square to select the process method. We choose rough cutting, external right to left. Press OK. And we select the contour begin position and direction. Press OK to confirm. Process 2, we select the finish cutting tool. Double click the square to select the finish cutting, external right to left. Click OK. If the contour is the same as the rough cutting, we can copy the settings from the rough cutting. Press Ctrl and drag it down to the process 2. Then it's done. Usually, we need to do the face cutting for turning, so we can go back to the process settings. Here is the face cutting option. Let's tick it. The raw material is 65, so we can probably cut it from 62 and cut to the middle. So we also need to tick these two options. Press OK. For the finish cutting, we also need to add the face cutting, so we tick this option. The external diameter is 20, so we can cut it from 21 and cut to the middle. Press OK. And press Simulate to check. We can speed up the simulation speed. So now the face cutting is added. Perfect. 5th, post the NC codes. By using FrankCAM, it can post NC codes very quickly. But you might notice that the NC code is very long. Why? That's because we don't use the cutting cycle. So let's go back to the process settings. Here is the cutting cycle options. So let's tick it and post the NC codes again. As you can see, the NC codes is much shorter now. That's very good. In summary, FrankCAM is very user-friendly and you can post NC codes very quickly with this software. If you like this video, please give a like and subscribe. For more information, please check the information below. Thank you for watching.